Shalom. Call halal Yahweh by Shalom Shai by Shem Bakakadash. Double honors unto the apostles, double honors unto the elder bishops. Salutations to all my fellow laborers doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so now more so than ever. To the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth, that be like unto the speckled bird, the Israelite foreigners. And to the Akwaf that are listening and learning, to you I say Shalom. This is your brother Malcolm from the branch of the Great Millstone here in Chicago, coming at you with another lesson in truth. And as you can see on the screen, that you got hordes of Americans that are moving across to Mexico to escape, the rapidly rising inflation in the U.S. while Californians are fleeing to Mexico. And it's funny that in that movie, The Forever Purge, you had the same thing happening. But all that's going to happen is all these Americans, because it's mostly Edomite Americans, the majority, and they're just coming down there and they're just driving up all the prices for the locals who don't like them. And the same thing everywhere. Because Californians are weird, They really are. And they everywhere that they're going, they're scattering all to all the nearby states and to Texas as well. But they're heading to Mexico. And they're doing, and the same thing is happening everywhere that they go, is that they're really not welcomed by the people, by the locals, when they get there. And then when they come in, they drive up all the prices and make the taxes and things like that go up. And the locals aren't really happy with them. But the funny thing is that the Lord just have them in a trick bag because, they're just gonna make it that much easier when Jacob's trouble come, because when this collapse comes, it's going to be a worldwide thing, and you have to understand. Let me see if I can find that scripture when it says every hand of the wicked, because Jake's going to be on you Edomites like white on rice, man. You can't escape. There is no getting around what is about to happen to you as a people. As this society gets worse and worse. I noticed in the evenings as well that police cars just sit out, downtown Chicago, all up and down the Magnificent Mile and in the Loop, and they just sit there with their lights on. And it's so hot, they're not even getting out the cars, but they just sit there, with the lights on, just to show that their presence that's there. But all that's going to do is eventually people are just going to get numb to the lights. And they're just going to commit crimes with the police just sitting right there. As a matter of fact, they're also making themselves easy targets for the people who might think or want to do them harm. But this is Job 20 and 22, and it reads, "In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits, and every hand of the wicked shall come upon him." So, the hands of the wicked are that wicked there is really talking about, the workers, the people who built up this place, people who have been done wrong, and they're going to be looking for some get back and for some justice. And a lot of people are going to take justice into their own hands in this upcoming, ongoing, and collapse, because this inflation, hell, that was 19, or is it 27? No, not Salakia. It's 97 food processing plants have been destroyed, in the last, 3-4 months? 97? And you also just had 10,000 cows. That all of a sudden, 10,000 cows dropped dead from heat exhaustion, all of a sudden. All right, you had the 97th food or egg processing plant or something to that nature burn, and then in the same day or the next day they announced that, I saw the gruesome images of the forklift just, pushing and moving these 10,000 dead cows, and it was really a sickening scene to see all those dead animals like that. So they just killing our food. So, you got this upcoming famine coming, and it's a real thing. And the funny thing is that this video was not even supposed to be about what it's about. This video was actually supposed to be about something completely different, and I was just going to use what's on the screen as a backdrop, but the Spirit said go into this. So because it's going to be a famine in Egypt, because you know what? I plan on, there's a video that I have in my queue, you know, through the power of Yahweh Shem Shai that I plan to do a response to, where this is guy I've been watching his videos, and this his latest video that I've done a commentary, that I want to do a commentary on. It says it is America Egypt, and then he's going into all these comparisons about Egypt, and I'm like, absolutely. So I'm gonna, you know, I plan on doing a little bit of that, but and the same plagues that are befalling Egypt are befalling Egypt again. You know, this new Egypt. All right, but matter of fact, this is Genesis 41 and 56, and it reads, "And the famine was all over the face of the earth, and Joseph opened all the storehouses and sold unto the Egyptians, and the famine waxed sore in the land of Egypt." And it's going to wax sore in the land of Egypt again. All right. Verse 57. "And all the countries came into Egypt to Joseph to buy corn, because the famine was sore in all the lands." So, but you know what? Joseph is not going to be here to save the people. The Lord says that the elect are going to eat. The rest of you people are getting ready to starve and kill each other over scraps, and you know, turn to cannibalism. You know, and you know, and Issachar's, you know, down south of the border, man, they got a whole different type of bloodlust on them. The type things that they do to each other, those cartels and stuff. So what do you think when that anger gets focused on a whole bunch of widows, man? When you know, in the world seeing these Edomites as the problem on the planet, man, what do you think's gonna happen? All right. So, you know, cannibalism is gonna come back, and the hearts of many are gonna wax cold. Matter of fact, let's grab that. 2nd Ezra 15 and 14, and it reads, "Woe unto the world and to them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And the man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able." So these borders are going to get shut down. On top of all that, you won't be able to leave neighborhoods, you know. And it says, "For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And a man shall have no pity on his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and great tribulation." All right. So that lack of food and great tribulation is going to cause people to really act up. You know. I'm trying to find something real quick. But yeah, you know, this people going to be kicking in each other's doors, even more so than they already are. All right, because that's already happening. It's just not being reported. You know, there's a lot of home invasions that are already happened in and throughout America. As a matter of fact, let's see. Put that in. Home invasions. Recent. Parents watch home and do it 1 month ago. Yeah, 7 days ago. Dashcam captured San Jose home invasion robbery. You see? In fact, and this is all being done through the Spirit, you know. Like I said, this video was supposed to be about something else, about the seed of man, because some Muslim chick, you know, that worships women and female gods and all that mess, was, you know, talking some sideways out of her neck, you know, referring to God as her and all that, and you know, and I was like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. She's trying to, you know, that's what this was gonna be about. We were gonna put her straight, but you know, but the Spirit do what it do. But here we go.
Show us San Jose home invasion in progress. Criminals who say a woman behind the wheel of the vehicle calling 911 then jump into a stolen SUV and speed off, leaving the family of three traumatized but otherwise unhurt. KTV South Bay reporter Jesse Gary live outside the San Jose Police headquarters with more on the investigation and how this crime also, Jesse, victimized more than just one family.
Mike, that's right. Investigators say surveillance video like the type you just saw is key in identifying and solving these types of crimes. Meanwhile, one family left shaken by the ordeal. An entire neighborhood is now living in fear.
Damn.
It was great neighborhood until Memorial Day weekend.
New homeowner Sandeep Padar says a burglary crew hit two homes that weekend in the Berryessa section of San Jose.
There is a robbery happening, but they have my husband at gun.
Dashcam video shows his neighbor coming home only to find her husband held at gunpoint and the couple's 12-month-old infant inside.
It looks like 6 people came in and 2 of them jumped from the back fence, got in through a window. One of them had a gun, and they just took everything. They held them hostage.
Padar says the father was held at gunpoint while...
So this was just yesterday. All right? Been telling you that these things were going to happen, man, or 7 days ago. So this has been happening on a regular basis around America, and the media really hasn't been reporting on it. Like, you know, they haven't been really talking about it. This is a local thing. And if it wasn't for someone that, well, no, this actually is a KTFU Fox San Francisco. But, you know, mainstream media hasn't really been pushing this.
While the criminals threatened to kill his child, they took debit cards, electronics, jewelry, passports, and ID cards. Their rampage ended prematurely because the homeowner's wife returned. Panicked, she called 911, blows her horn, and scares them off.
They're driving away from my home.
Damn.
It's absolutely traumatic. And
damn, so that was crazy. If she hadn't
San Jose
came
Police
home, who
spokesman
knows,
Steve
man?
Aponte says, as work from home fades from the norm, criminals are increasingly targeting houses they believe to be empty or with few occupants inside.
Wow, so they don't even care if people, they looking for few, you know, for few occupants, man. All right, they came in there like on some Lil' Kim shit. Where the cash at? Where the stash at? Nigga, pass that. They, wow, this is Matthew 24:12, and it reads, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. All right, so, you know, so to hold a man and a 12-month-old baby at gunpoint while you run their pockets and go through check their stuff in, man, that's, so like I said, it's gonna get bad. So prepare yourself. So with that, I'm gonna give all praises, all honor and glory unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem B'Kar Kodash, Wa Abba B'Bal Kwam Yasharala Shalom.